Grigadean and Friends Christmas Special. I'm Pat Grigadean.
I'm Jerry Grigadean.
Here are some of our friends in the studio audience.
And out in TV land.
Hi, friends out in TV land. Welcome. Well, what do you say? Should we yak or just...
Let's go, yak. Let's go.
Okay, we're just going to get right on to the show.
Well, let's yak about our first song.
Okay. Well, as some of you may know, Jerry and I are cosmic researchers. Now,
and we're going to define, Pat will now define cosmic for you.
No, I won't.
Oh.
Another time.
Next show.
Next time. Sorry, you'll just have to fake it.
Okay.
We wrote this song about
6 years ago.
About 6 years ago. That was when we were still married, and we were doing cosmic research on the issue of trust. We were leaving our doors unlocked, our cars unlocked. We even left the key to our ignition in the car. And one day Jerry came in to me and said, Pat, I have some good news and some bad news.
I said, the good news is they didn't steal your car. The bad news is they stole the radio out of your car.
They did.
And that was very shortly after your wallet got stolen at the help.
That's right. But we did not freak out at these events because we realized that even when you're on the spiritual path, sometimes things in physical reality happen that seem like setbacks, but actually they are just opportunities for growth.
That's right.
So we also realize that you're always moving forward one way or another. So this is the song that talks about that. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, sometimes that's how it seems. Things don't always come to pass like they do in my dreams. Sometimes I think I'll never get to where I wanna go. 'Cause it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and moving kind of slow. I'm trying to trust in Jesus and in my fellow man. I try to see the best in folks and help them when I can. But somebody stole my wallet and ripped off my radio. Yeah, it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and moving kind of slow. Well, this ain't the kind of 2 steps I learned in dancing school. Am I being cosmic or am I just a fool? Well, whoever has the answers, please tell me where to go. 'Cause it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and moving kind of slow. I have faith in the future, I'm living in the now. I'm trusting in my karma, but sometimes I don't see how I can keep my spirit soaring and go on with the show. When it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and moving kind of slow. 2 steps forward, 1 step backward. 2 steps forward. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, sometimes that's how it seems. And things don't always come as fast as they do in my dreams. But when it seems a waste of time to get up out of bed, well then I just have to tell myself I'm still 1 step ahead. I'm always moving forward. I'm growing toward the light. I'm learning lots of lessons. Sometimes I get them right. And I'm really in no hurry, 'cause there's no time to lose. 'Cause it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. In my cosmic dancing shoes. Well, okay. Whew. The next song we'd like to do for you is also a true story. Fly, little red bird, fly away fast. Fly hunters who are trying to clip your wings, and they can't even hear how the redbird sings. Sail up above the world so high, stretch your red wings and touch the sky. The earth turns beneath you as you look down. You wear the sun as your golden crown. Don't cry, little redbird, if you fly alone. Be true to your course, keep heading for home. For the winds keep on changing, and one day they'll bring someone who hears all the songs that you sing. And the time is not wasted that you sail along, stretching your wings and learning your song. And whenever you're tired, come rest in my tree and sing all your sweet redbird songs to me. Don't cry, redbird, if you fly alone. Be true to your course, keep heading for home. For the winds, they keep changing, and one day they'll bring someone to know all the songs that you
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Well, have we got a treat for you
We have
now?
something completely different now. My friends Max Knopfziger on trumpet, and Lynn Lorette on tuba, and me on trombone. The international debut of the Gentlemen Brass Ears.
Gentlemen?
Yeah. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1,
Thank you, gentlemen brassiers. We'll be hearing more from the gentlemen brassiers later on in the show. But right now, we'd like to do another song for you, because it's our show. You know, there's a school of thought of which Jerry and I are graduates that says there is only love and fear. And all of those good feelings are, when you're feeling those, you're feeling love. And when you're feeling any of the, let's say, unpleasant feelings, hate, anger, greed, jealousy, blame, guilt, any of that stuff, then you're feeling fear, some aspect of fear. And you can spend lots of money and buy lots of books on how to feel good or feel better, but it really all boils down to releasing the fear from your life, just simply refusing to hold on to the fear. So, with that in mind, here's a little cosmic version of an old standby Christmas carol that Jerry and I wrote. We call it Let It Go.
Well, the world sometimes seems frightful, and folks can act mean and spiteful, but you don't have to worry, you know. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Life doesn't show signs of stopping, but it sure can keep you hopping. But fear only spoils the show. So let it go, let it go, let it go. When we finally see the light, we'll just laugh at how frightened we were. 'Cause in truth, everything's just right, and there's nothing to fear, that's for sure. Well, there's no such thing as dying, just a change and we take off flying. But fear drags you down, and so let it go, let it go, let it go. And there's nothing to fear, that's for sure. Well, there's no such thing as dying. We just changed and we take off flying. But fear is a drag, and so let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go.
Another definite change of pace.
Definite
now.
change of pace. You talk about this one.
Okay. I think you may not have ever been to my hometown. Some of you may, Robert Lee, Texas, a small place near San Angelo. Well, yeah, Howie has, the back road scholar has, but my mother lives there, and my stepfather, Wilson, Lucille and Wilson. They're both extremely creative. Wilson's creativity comes out in a very unusual way. He does concrete things, gravel, and he does yards like they're just completely, well, they're fairylands. And this is Wilson's playhouse that you're going to see. My mother helps him, but Wilson really is the one with these creative, unusual ideas. Last Christmas, my friend Pine from California and I went to Robert Lee. They had over 6,000 lights up. I took my video camera, Pine took his guitar, and you'll see some of the result right now. The lights of Robert Lee. Sure enough, they did get #1 prize for Christmas decorations in Robert Lee, Texas. That's what that prize was.
And well deserved, I think we'll all agree. Well, seeing those lights of Robert Lee and back, you know, Jerry's, where he grew up, where his past was, it reminds me that we all have...
I didn't grow up. I spent my first 18 years there.
Excuse me. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
It just reminds me that we all have past, and this song is about two women who were really important to me in my past life. And I haven't seen either one of them in more than 20 years, but when somebody has an impact on your life, they're in your life forever on some level, so... There are two ladies that I love from my life of long ago. One has had skin as black as night, the other was white as snow. Sweet Augustine wore a soft white dress, and her face was lined with care. Had I looked a while behind her golden smile, what pain was hiding there? Her hands were rough and calloused. I guess those years were cruel, but I'd only see how she'd laugh with me when I came home from school. I guess I never understood, and I can't recall the day. I only know that she had to go, so Augustine went away. Augustine, I love you, always have and always will. I wonder if you knew me now, do you think you'd love me still? Sister Joan wore a long black veil, and her face was lined with laughter. Did she ever find what she had in mind, what her heart was searching after? Her hands were soft and silken, in prayer or playing ball. She understood that a woman could be anything at all. I guess I never understood, and I can't recall the day. I only know that she had to go, so Sister John went away. Sister John, I love you, always have and always will. I wonder if you knew me now, do you think you'd love me still? There are two ladies that I love from my life of long ago. I know I'll always love them both. I wonder if they know. And when I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord I'll always keep my memory and every dream of Sister John and Augustine. Thank you. Well, here it is, Christmas. Now, for a lot of people, this is an extremely stressful time of year. They say the suicide rates go up, the incidence of depression goes up, and I don't know about y'all, but for me personally, I'd say one main cause of this increased stress is if I have to set foot in a big shopping mall.
Well, it's the shop, okay, it's the shopping mall, but not just the malls, it's going to the mall unprepared.
Unprepared, that's true.
That's why we're very happy to have here with us today a mall expert who will help us get prepared for what we need to do at Christmas shopping time. Very happy to have with us today Joan Ransom. Ransom.
Yes, in case you don't know, I am researching from the National Institute of Mallology. Are you familiar with that?
Oh, yeah.
Are you also familiar with the AJM?
AJ. That's the American Journal of Mallology?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So, Jerry, what I'd like to do is just spend this time to tell a few people about how we've been researching mall shopping, mall shoppers, and the effect that malls are having on our society as a whole.
Exactly, please.
So what I'd like to do first is just kind of share with you some of our findings and some probable solutions that we have come up with that we are going to institute in malls in the local area this year.
Excellent.
During the mall mania time.
Yeah.
Thank you. The first problem we are going to address is going to be the great increase in the number of stray shoppers, non-serious shoppers we're referring to. At the Institute, we talk about these people as lookers. We will be tightening mall entrance requirements in response to this problem. Check booths for credit card validation will be at all mall entrances. The requirements being measured in per family cardage. The options for cards include 4 major credit cards, 2 major credit cards, and 3 minors, or 1 major, 1 intermediate, and 3 minors. However, if you do have a gas credit card and 6,000 in American bills, you will be allowed to enter the mall.
Great. That's good to know.
Now, for added convenience to families and to further include children this year in seasonal shopping, credit institutions will be issuing kiddie cards for all children, and there will be no payments due on these until age 21.
What a wonderful world.
Yes, that's one of the best proposed solutions we found to
that's
including
great.
children in the mall.
Absolutely.
To offer even further ease with children in the mall, we have new solutions to the age-old problem of what we call Santa Claus phobia. For those visiting Santa Claus on the main malls, in the main malls this year, the usually entertaining and helpful elves will offer also conflict resolution counseling for our youngsters.
Great.
Action plan proposals will be drawn up with parents, and the areas included will be Santa Claus skepticism, traumatization by a prior Santa, and lack of mother figure in the Santa Claus arena. And last but certainly not least, we address the issue of gift acquisition fatigue. Now, I'll tell you, a lot of folks have exhibited symptoms over the years that the security guards have now been trained to identify and to address.
And what are they?
The symptoms include reflex grasping in the air, kind of empty staring into shop windows, and repeated failure to exit elevators and escalators at the given times. If you or anyone that you know exhibits one of these symptoms, or if you just happen to see someone exhibiting one of these, we ask that you call a security guard immediately for a complete assessment and a final recommendation to either a gift acquisition fatigue therapist, which we have in our counseling center on the main floor, or the possibility of demoling. Now, back to you, Jerry.
Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Those were very helpful hints. Thank you so much. Now, I wonder if you wouldn't mind just sitting here in this chair and helping this next act to evaluate our artistic response to malls and shopping. Could you just, in your expertise,
I believe I could do that.
I would appreciate it if you just...
Just a few moments?
Yeah, just a few moments. It won't take long. She doesn't have long, I understand, but for a few moments. Okay.
Christmas buying, flashing money, flashing lights, and Christmas funny. Shopping, selling, fill a need, sell a feeling, all agreed.
Red
Agreed.
and green, fantastic
Agreed.
lights, flashing
Agreed.
memories, life of nights. Shoot, pop, boop,
Light commercial, green and red, bright commercial, banks and bed, out to the mall, commercial hall. Hey! loving, giving, have a brawl.
Drinking this, drinking that, toasting fellow, mellow sat.
Frantic buying on a spree. Big tradition, Christmas fee. Found a fiver, feeling funny. Fight to find your Christmas, honey.
Eating to rejoice the facts. Eating to replace the sacks.
Tinkling bells and lukewarm snow. Choirs of angels on with the show. Mundane vein of sacred sentiment. Angels sing heavy presentiment.
Consuming that. Consuming that.
Consuming
Love. Consuming season.
jelly bean candy, stocking stuffer, little bit a month, no one will suffer. Whoop, careful preparation for the shopping mall. Whoop, price goes before a fall.
Hark, the herald angels sing. Redundant telephone doth ring.
Santa, Santa, coming to my yard, each according to his own Visa card. Shopping mall, Santa Claus, let's go. Believe in Santa? Maybe yes, maybe no.
The hall with human folly, candles melt and drip by golly.
Scientific study all about mallology. Make a minute, offer no apology. Live a life of love once a year, what you got. Give 'em what you got, love a lot, love, love. Give 'em what you got, love a lot, give a lot.
Oh, crowds of shoppers, some caught short. Proudly fathers love cavort.
Deck them all with cards of plastic. Bill me later. It's fantastic. Give, receive. It's like elastic. Popcorn, fruitcake, clutching, spastic.
Watch which cheek you gonna peck. Check your watch and watch your check.
Loved ones giving once a year. Hurry, hurry. Christmas near. Plastic holly, plastic trees, plastic dolly families.
Leaving now the parking lot. Look how much those people got. Rudolph.
Gently gift wrap, lots of love. Buying presents, push and shove. Giving. Big amount after Christmas bank account.
Reindeer, prance, and do-si-do. Where'd I put that mistletoe?
Christmas
Presents.
never
Last.
lasting.
Presents. Christmas past. Merry Christmas to all of you. We love you.
Merry Christmas. Now, Joan, just in case you have a response right away, I wonder, well, do you have any kind of response or evaluation right now?
There's several things that came to mind. I have just kind of a collective statement that I could make.
Well, please do.
As an environmentalist dealing with personal shopping space, environmental protection, I highly approve of the Mouth Band's message and strongly applaud their awareness of mallology as a science that is supportive of the study of personal and collective societal growth in a serious percentage of our middle class, including the baby boomers. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Besides being a mall expert, Joni Ransom, who was up here a moment ago, is also one of our, when you said you're our most cosmic consultants and friends.
And friends, absolutely.
So come with us now while we spend a few moments at home with Joni.
Yeah.
Well, hi there. We're over here at our dear friend Joni's house, and we've been talking about some stuff, Christmassy kind of stuff, and we decided to let you eavesdrop, be a fly on the wall at one of our intimate conversations. So, well, we were talking about Christmas, and so what's all this about Christmas, Joni? What does Christmas mean to you? What is?
Well, I don't know why I have to go first.
Well, it's because
It's your house.
Yeah.
I was with some friends tonight, and I was thinking that it just didn't seem like Christmas until something happens in me in terms of like having to buy something for somebody or having to give something to somebody. And so giving, I guess, is the major thing for me. I mean, it's kind of striking to me at the end of October to suddenly realize that I'm walking around a store and I see something and I go, oh, Leslie would love that. And,
Okay, so
and it's real striking to me. It's a heartfelt experience. It's not necessarily a commercial experience. Do you understand that?
I think I do. Heartfelt then means, what does that mean to you, a heartfelt experience?
Well, it means that when I see something that I think that is that other person, and I want to buy that for them.
Well, and I've known you for a long time, and I also know that the gifts that you give are very rarely, in my experience, the thing. You very rarely give the thing. You usually give the thing as a symbol for something else.
Well, that
You're very creative with your giving.
came from like years ago with a friend and I realizing that the intangible gift is what we're really giving. I mean, you think back to long time ago where there weren't real tangible gifts. There were no malls, No mall, oh my gosh. And what happens then is that you give something that is of you. And I know, Jerry, you've talked about that. Giving something that's already in your household or in your being.
I do that sometime, or write a song or
Yeah.
something. I like to give, it's kind of a personal thing.
Wasn't that even like one of your most personal gifts? I mean, it seemed like earlier we were talking about that you gave that to your family.
That's right. I wrote them a song and all their names were in it, and I told them how much I loved them, yeah. I liked that gift.
One of the funnest things I ever did with my family was to have a prelude to a gift, which was, we draw names every year, there's a lot of us, and we would write a poem to the person. We were in Arkansas at the time at like a kind of a resort no, it wasn't, it was a retreat. And we wrote a poem to the other person that would reveal who the gift was for.
So these were like secret gifts?
But they were secret poems. And somewhere in the poem was revealed who the gift was to and what the gift was about. And that was, I have to say, one of my prime Christmas experiences because it was the gift of giving of ourselves. I remember that morning we all went to our separate rooms in this pine, log cabin and wrote these little verses. And everybody was so scared theirs wouldn't be good or wouldn't be creative or wouldn't be clever enough or something. And everyone was just to the point. And the gift was minimal compared to the gift of the other poet who gave the
Well, it sounds like
words.
it's kind of that the gift is saying, I know you.
Yes,
I know
that's
you need.
what I mean.
Well, and you had said at one point that recently you had given someone a gift of solitude.
Yeah.
And I just thought, that was the most amazing
Did
thing.
you want that for Christmas?
Not from you.
No. You already have it.
I mean, being a very private person, I can understand the value of that kind of a gift. But that idea of saying to somebody, I know you, and maybe you need a new raincoat, but what I want to give you is solitude or absolution or freedom or those kind of, like you're saying, those intangibles.
Well, receiving though.
Receiving those gifts.
Receiving is an extremely important part of this whole thing. So I'm going to try to really receive
Like
with gratitude and
Like a child.
Like children.
Like a
can
child.
receive.
What you get?
That's right. That's
I had a train set and it was wonderful.
okay.
Yeah, well, actually, that's all the time we have to be here at Joni. So, we're going to stay here a lot longer than you guys and what's about to go. So, thanks for coming, and hope you get everything you want for Christmas.
I hope so.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Have fun giving. Bye. Well, yeah, and speaking of gifts, speaking of giving, well, there are a lot of gifts that we have all received that I think maybe we take a little bit for granted. And here is a song about one of my favorite gifts.
I wouldn't even be here playing this guitar if it weren't for these gifts.
That's true.
Okay.
10-digit figures and digital clocks, digital phones and digital locks. But all of these digits I can sure do without, except for my favorites, which I'll tell you about. Fingers. I'm so glad I have 50 fingers. They help us out in oh so many ways. They help us out and they help us in, and then they help us out again. Oh, fingers, they're here to stay. Fingers, I'm so glad I have the 50 fingers. They help to give my hands a helping hand. They help to illustrate my point and count from 1 to 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fingers, they're my friends. They point out things of interest. They dial the telephone, and they clean out places that you clean out when you're all alone. They come 10 to a customer, 5 upon each hand. But even one is lots of fun, so I'm proud to take a stand on fingers. I'm so glad I have 50 fingers. They help us out in oh so many ways. They help us out and they help us in, and then they help us out again. Our fingers, they're here to stay. And if I lost my fingers, I'd miss them and feel blue. But not for long, I'd write another song, 'cause I've got 10 toes too. Oh, fingers, I'm so glad I have 50 fingers, and toes and legs and lungs and armpits too. They help us out and they help us in, and doggone it, they help us back down again. Oh, fingers, how I love you. Oh, yeah. Fingers, how I love you. I love to snap ya. Fingers, I love you. This next song is a gift that came to us from who knows where. We don't know what it's about. We don't know what it means. It's a mystery, but it's a gift nonetheless, so we are thankful for it. This is called The Man in the White Tuxedo. Well, here's a little puzzle. At least it puzzles me. But I'll tell you right from the start that I don't have any answer. So if an answer's what you want, you'll have to find it in your heart. I remember the night I saw them coming home from a late shift at 4. I heard the pop of a cork, the clink of a glass. I stood there on the corner and watched them go past. The man in the white tuxedo and the woman in the sparkly dress. There is not a one among you who would not be impressed. They wore fancy clothes and they put on airs. She had diamonds in her hair. The man in the white tuxedo and the woman in the sparkly dress. Well, they laughed, they danced, they sang a song. I can still recall the tune. Well, I remember somehow it made me sad, but I remember that the singing wasn't all that bad. The man in the white tuxedo and the woman in the sparkly dress. There is not a one among you who would not be they danced and they drank champagne. Then all of a sudden it started to rain, and then the man in the white tuxedo kissed the woman in the sparkly dress. Puzzles me. Maybe you can understand why. Why when he kissed her did she walk away? And why did he stand there and cry? The man in the white tuxedo and the woman in the sparkly dress. Champagne, alone and crying in the pouring rain, the man in the white tuxedo. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Gentlemen Brassiers.
Okay, this is it. One, two, one, two.
Merry Christmas, Mom. Merry Christmas, Mom.
I definitely have fun jamming with those gentlemen.
Well, okay, our last song is one we always do in our show, and it's called The Rivers, and it's for our friend Ken. For Ken. Ken is a friend of ours who passed over a while ago, and we wrote the song for Ken, and we said that we would always mention him when we sang it so that he would live forever. So, Merry Christmas, Ken. And to the rest of you, whether you're Christian or Jewish or Muslim or Wiccan, atheist, New Age, pagan, Republican, especially if you're Republican, any, whatever is your social and spiritual affiliation, we really hope that you'll enjoy this season of winter solstice, giving and receiving, and rebirth of the child within. And don't forget to have fun.
Save your soul when you want to die, and it keeps on flowing onward. Truth is a river and its course is straight. You can wash away the fear and the hurt and the hate. It's always patient, but it will not wait, and the truth keeps flowing onward. Flowing onward, the rivers flow to the sea. Going onward, going with the flow and knowing how to be. Jealousy's a river and it runs so deep. There are fears to cross and tears to weep, to have and to hold but not to keep, and it keeps on flowing onward. Time is a river that we all swim through. Everything's old and everything is new. All depends on your point of view, and it keeps on flowing onward. Flowing onward, the rivers flow to the sea. Going onward, going with the flow and knowing how to be. Life is a river and on it goes. You can dive in deep or just wet your toes. It's filled with secrets that everyone knows, and it keeps on flowing onward. Peace is a river and it runs so clear. It'll heal our world of its pain and fear. It'll come when we realize each one is dear, and it keeps on flowing onward. Flowing onward, the rivers flow to the sea. Going onward, going with the flow and knowing how to be. Just be flowing onward, the rivers flow to the sea. and